Hello, welcome. I am so excited to be welcoming you. So, you have been invited for an exclusive look into the OG Gut Health Company, which is Plexus Worldwide. And we're going to keep it short, and there will be time afterwards to ask questions. You've been invited for a particular reason, but what I believe is that throughout the presentation, you're going to hear something that totally works for you, or you're going to think about somebody that you can bless with this. So I'm excited about it. I can't wait to share a little bit more. Um, okay. So my name is Sadie Hirschway. I am a Diamond Ambassador with Plexus, live in St. Louis, Missouri. So there might be some folks from Missouri on here, but I know that we're hoping for folks from all over the place. So we're so excited that you're here. And I've been working this job for 10 years and I cannot believe it. So it's been incredible to look back to everything we've accomplished as a team. So someone who invited you is actually connected to me through this, and I just love them so much. So a little bit more that Plexus is a debt-free company with an A+ rating with the BBB. That is a very big deal. So our products are manufactured here in the United States and we ship from 4 different warehouses. So you're not going to have issues getting those products, which once you fall in love, you're not going to want to do without them. I can tell you that. So I just want to jump right into the presentation about gut health and root cause. I think that's why we're all here. So what we know at this stage of awareness is that all modern disease ties itself back to 3 key areas, and those are blood sugar balancing, gut health, and inflammation. And at Plexus, we believe in centralizing all of our products around this approach. So when we do that, and when we've done that, it is accounted for radical healing, incredible testimonies. And because of the way that this company is set up, it accounts for a lot of home businesses that will be born because these products work and they're amazing, and they're very impactful. So we're very, very proud of that. So remember, blood sugar, inflammation, and gut health, and we call it a big deal. That's an acronym over here. And really everything that we do, like I said, centralizes around this. So, blood sugar balancing is really hyped up right now. It's very, sexy. It's a buzzword for everybody because we're talking about keeping that blood sugar stable. We want to be stable all day. And once we do that, so many beautiful things happen, right? Our hormones balance naturally. We're not craving sugar. We're sleeping better. And we're able to shed weight in a non-stimulant way, which is a really fun thing. So inflammation is another piece of this, and that's when our body is just irritated. Like it's just fighting against each other. It's just not in homeostasis. And so that is a bad thing. And then gut health. Gut health is everywhere, right? I'm so glad that the conversation of gut health is being had everywhere. But back in the Stone Ages, when I started this, it was really an educational process. We had to talk people through why gut health was a solution. And now people are talking about it. And I absolutely love that. So there's one combo that targets all of these. It's safe for every body, my body, your body, safe for children, no negative medicinal interactions, and it contains no stimulants. And it is the best. It is the way that I started. It's the way that if I didn't know anything about you, I would put you on the triplex. And that is the our pink drink. We actually have a purple drink and a tea drink now, but they all do the same, right? BioCleanse and ProBio5. And those 3 products are so incredible. So the pink drink is that blood sugar balancer, right? It is going to keep you even, keel, and stable. And then the BioCleanse and the ProBio5 work together. That's our foundational approach that is not only going to tackle the 3 areas we talked about, but it's going to do more, right? So it's going to do more. So combining those gut health products, okay, with the Slim, they synergistically work together to balance blood sugar, reduce inflammation, get gut health into a space that is super different than anything you're hearing about, right? We are breaking down the cell wall of bad bacteria, and we're moving that out. And here's what's going to get better for you. Okay, so this is where you pay attention to who might need this in your life. So sleep issues, balancing your circadian rhythm naturally, right? Helping you get to sleep and stay asleep. If you're somebody that wakes up in the middle of the night, this should help that, right? Skin issues like acne, psoriasis, eczema, okay? pain and physical discomforts. It could be just achy joints. It could be something like arthritis. It could be there are a couple autoimmune issues that are high pain. The nickname is AS, ankylosing spondylitis. It's awful. So it can help with that. Anxiety, depression, mood swings, right? Mental health is a thing these days. I don't know if you've noticed, we're all stressed. This can help with that. Hormonal disturbances such as thyroid issues, PCOS, unexplained fertility, menopause support, sugar cravings, right? You want to quit reaching for the muffins. Okay, so diabetes, pre-diabetes, insulin resistance, high blood pressure. I'm reading a list, obviously, because I want to get all these things out so you can like think about the people that you know. High blood pressure, sluggish liver, memory issues, heavier, uncomfortable periods. Um, this is a big deal. And that combo is so special. It is a root cause solution. So if you're somebody that has been like, I've got all these issues, I don't know what to do, start there, right? Start there. You're going to be talking to the person who invited you, and that's going to be an amazing thing. But the good news is that, you know, this is just this is just the beginning. All right. So I would be remiss if I did not bring up buzzword of the year, buzzword of the last 2 years, GLP-1, right? I want to talk to you about GLP-1 because we've been doing it since forever, y'all. We've been doing it for a long time and we've been doing it naturally. And I want to explain to you why that this works. So dietary fiber, glucose management, supporting the thyroid through supplementation. It's a game changer with boosting that ability for your body to make its GLP-1. Okay. So not only does the triplex do that naturally, right? The triplex naturally would do that because of the blood glucose management, but this combo, there's another combo I wanted to talk about that is going to do that even more. So if that's a focus for you, or if you're somebody that struggles with blood sugar, right? Your biggest thing is you're on this call because you want to really focus on blood sugar management and you're like, I got to get off of my insulin. I've got to come off of some of these drugs. This is a great combo for that, right? So, pink drink, right? Pink drink is amazing. That's our foundational blood sugar manager. We're going to combine that. Now, it's not just a blood sugar manager. I keep saying that. I want you to understand it's an inflammation reducer. It's a liver support, okay? Before anybody really cared about the liver, we've been nourishing the liver, right? With that pink drink. So when you combine that product with our balance product, which is a blood sugar stabilizer that is taken therapeutically throughout the day. Okay. And then we like to add in our MetaBurn product, which is just mental clarity, supports the thyroid, supports that natural fat burning, that brown fat burning. Okay. It fires up the thyroid. It keeps your body's stress response low. That's another thing that's very, very important with being able to shed weight and provides that extra energy. So that combo is incredible if you are somebody who has said, I'm interested in this GLP-1 thing. I want to do it naturally. I'm afraid, or you have been on a shot journey and you want to transition off of it, or you are just in between, right? There's countless. So what we've covered here today is very truly a weight loss support option and very truly a root cause support option. And guess what? Both are great. Both are basically for the most part stimulant free. It's about a cup of coffee a day in the GLP-1 combo. But it's amazing. So you're probably listening to this and you're like, I want both, please and thank you. I get it. Me too. I get it. I take it all, by the way. So just so you know, like if you get into this, you're going to be taking all of it anyway. So we just got to figure out where we're going to start. So you're going to ask me about cost, right? That would be the next thing. You're like, what is the cost? What is the implication of this? And you're like, this all sounds great, but like how much, right? So I get it. So like in general, our combos range from about $110 to $150 to start. Okay, so this breaks down to about $3.70 to $5 a day. So we all have those daily purchases in this range that actually may be hurting us, right? We're stopping on the way to work. We're getting a fun drink. We feel like we need a treat. I get it. I've been there. Okay. So something to think about if you are concerned with cost, is that you might be purchasing some things that you could swap out, like making, a coffee at home or doing healthy snacks or whatever. But besides that, right? If you're like 110 to 150 is fine. If I could defer the product cost, that would be great. So you may not be in that camp where it's a dire need for you to figure that out. But another benefit we have to help with the cost is the option for you to get your products paid for. And that's something that in this referral marketing, affiliate marketing world that we live in, I just love that we've been on the cutting edge of that. Like we've always been on the cutting edge of that. So our referral program is scalable to your own liking. So you can earn residuals as well, which is amazing. So referring just three is going to cover the cost of your products for about 2.5 months, like immediately. And then you're still earning $50 a month, $50 back monthly, right? So the residuals are there. So, instead of paying 110 for your products, if you take this route, you've covered a couple months, but then also you're really out of pocket only $60 in this, so there's countless other ways that we can look at it, but it seems like a no-brainer. I mean, like, I don't know about you, but like, I know three people. It's fast, it's easier than you think. And people who start with accountability partners, this is another thing. If you're like, three is too many, okay, start with one, right? Because if you start with another person, you're 80%, over 80% more likely to hit your goals. 80% more likely to have a greater success rate. And you're starting this to be successful. So I want you to think about that. I want you to be thinking right now who you're going to tap on the shoulder to do this with you. Because I know that I read off all that stuff and you've got somebody. You've got somebody that you work with. You've got somebody in your family. You've probably got 3, 6, 9 somebodies. Sadly, that's the world that we live in, right? That's what we're dealing with. So anyway, a one announcement I want to make before we get to questions is that tomorrow we have a steps and hydration challenge starting. We're so excited and we want to include you. So if you get started tonight, very excited about it. There's no cost to you. This is definitely your first look into our community. I love that. I love that we get to just share this with you. There's just it's just encouragement every day, guidance, right? Again, steps and hydration. So you get to see our incredible community right away. And I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. I hope this was something that created clarity for you and allowed you to just be so excited to get started with us. So thank you for coming. Does anyone have any questions?